Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we will quickly see how do you do watershed analysis the easier way and the quicker way. So for this watershed analysis, we have several algorithms and we have several techniques. But for this video, we are going to stick with the raster DEM files. So we are going to import raster DEM files and then we are going to have a layer of our interest, and then we are going to do the watershed analysis the easier way. So first of all, what do? You just come here and which says this open data source manager. Click on this open data source manager. Now you can see several options for vector, raster, mesh, delimited text, and all these things which are appearing on the left side. We already know that raster, these DEM files are raster files, so I have selected this raster. Come here again and these, click on these ellipses. Navigate to the folder where you have selected, where you have saved these files. Now here you can see we have a DEM file, and with the DEM file we have NUM or num file. With every DEM file you have this num file. So we are not going to import these num files, we are only going to import these DEM files. So this num file will be dealt with by the QGIS itself. So click on this DEM file. I will select this DEM file again, this DEM file, this one, and lastly this one. Click open. So I have already imported those tiles into this window. Now before closing this window, you must click on this add button, add these tiles. So you can see these are added on the left side, and then say close to this. Here we have imported 4 tiles. For these 4 tiles, we can see there is a visible boundary between 2 tiles, between any 2 tiles. Here there is a visible boundary, here there is a visible boundary. So first of all, before going ahead, we have to merge all of these tiles. So how do you merge them? Just come quickly here into this processing toolbox panel, sorry, and you just search for merge here, and you will see merge are under this raster miscellaneous dialog. And if for any reason you can't see this processing toolbox panel, I just say okay, this is not present here. Come here to this menu or toolbar and right click here. There you will see processing toolbox panel. Check this panel. Again you will be seeing this dialog on the left right side of your window. Click on merge here. In this, the new dialog will be opened where you can see input layers and several other options. Before going further, let's select the these 4 tiles into this input region. So I will say click on these ellipses. I can see 4 tiles which I have already imported there. I will select all of them, and if I were to select not all of them, I would have selected one by one, because I have to select all of them now. So I have selected all of them by just clicking this select all. Now the other options are not very much necessary. This option which says input pixel value to treat as no data value, which is showing it is optional. And again here we have this and no data value field. So what this means basically, if you have for example, if you have not these 4 tiles, if you are having these only these 3 tiles, for example this one, and this one, so this region would have been a blank region, and if I were to run this algorithm, I would have selected a value which was out of this range of these tiles. So just I want to demonstrate it for you. I will deselect one of the tiles and say okay to this, and we'll say run to this. So after waiting for 2 to 3 seconds, or for probably 5 seconds, you can see I will just turn this off here. Give me a second. You can see tiles have been merged, but we are having this blank region which is a no data region. So what was the correct way of doing this? We haven't done this the correct way. So what we are going to do this, we are going to again run the algorithm for here. For them, I will select all of them and just select one of the tiles. This merge has been created, which is not of our interest. I will select OK. Now here this no data value should be selected any out of range value. So you can see I have all the values in positive integers, so I will select any negative integer, -1, minus anything you can select here, which is out of range of these values. So you can also see that the highest value is corresponding to 4668 or 4508. So you can also give 4509, which is out of range, but because we can also give any negative value, so we are good to go with the negative value this time. So again, say run to this. This time the merge file will not have any this blank region or this black region. You can clearly see there is no black region because this value has been treated as -1, and -1 is not having any color code in this particular example. So in this way you can merge these tiles. So I am merging this. I will merge all of them, 4 of them. Just again come here and select all, deselect these 2 merge tiles and click OK. Again run, because there is no data value, so I will just leave this option which is optional. So wait for a second, and you will see a new merge layer will be created. I will just bring it to the top, or just right click here, move to top, and here I will just delete this, just not delete this. So now you can see there is no visible boundary here, and there is no blank region here. So in this way you can merge all the tiles. Now we are going to show to the watershed analysis. Just come here and search for channels. Please remember this option. You are going to search for channels. Under this Sega algorithm, we have this terrain analysis. In the terrain analysis, we can run this algorithm for only channels, only for overland flow distance to channel network. There are several other options, watershed basins, but we are going to do everything. We are going to show the stellar order, these junctions, everything which is present in a watershed analysis. You will select this second option which says channel network and drainage basins. Double click here, and then double click and you will see a merge layer. Okay, just give me a second. I will give us a different name to it. I will say our merge tiles. So now I can distinguish between these merge and our merge tiles. Again, come here, and you can see that we have selected the correct layer in this elevation. This elevation means this file has to provide us with the elevation, which is because it's a DEM file, so it must have digital elevations. So we are good to go. This threshold represents the level of your details. If you are going to minor details into very small details you want to visualize, so you will just decrease this value. But by default this is 5, which is I think which is good. I have done all these my calculations or analysis with this 5 threshold, which is okay. And now you can see here flow direction. You can save this flow. It means that these layer will be created into your project, and you can save this layer into a permanent file if you want to. But let's say you don't want to save this, and just will say run to this. It will take some time. And finally this dialog has run completely. So I will just close this dialog. Now you can see I will close this processing toolbox panel. So there are several layers generated here. I will turn off these layers and will visualize one each at a time. I have selected flow connectivity, drainage basin, and this. So these are the junctions. I hope you know junctions where these two I will say these flow channels meet. The that point is called a junction. And again I will just turn this off. Drainage basin, there you have this drainage basin where your water will be collected, and then you have this trailer order. Now you can see if you zoom into here, the water will flow like this and will follow this path. And now you can see you can already know what this trailer order means. And again I will say where are our channels. So these are our channels. and flow connectivities. So there our flow is connected, and this is our analysis, and this is done. Again, if you have this drainage basins, this is another layer for drainage basin. Your water is going to be collected here. So we are done with watershed analysis.